What's up, y'all? Curious Red Flags versus the World Morning Show. I know I'm 2 minutes late, but I could have not been here. You understand what I'm saying? I was nibbling, trying to get some energy in my body. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here. We here. Curious Red Flags versus the World Morning Show. Y'all log in. Let's get this show started, man. Shout out to everybody, man, that's supporting the amount of videos that I put out the last week, man. It really, really means a lot. The amount of support I have seen from you guys with the videos, man. So, round of applause to you guys supporting the brand, supporting the Curious Red Flags versus the World movement. Shout out to everybody here in the morning watching the show, sitting at home, not doing shit, or just at work, with one ear pod in the air, getting together, man. Just getting it together. Once again, fresh off of Tacoma, Washington. Um, 5 shows. I opened up for Ida Rodriguez. Dope ass experience, man. Five dope shows. The city was dope, man. And they brought me back. This is the second time I've been there. So within about a month span. So I really enjoyed that. The crowds was dope. Got to get to the food and enjoy their food, man, and really enjoy the people, man. My cups run over in the goddamn building. Thank you so much. But I've been putting out content for the last 7 days, like I said that I would, man. And you guys have really showed love to all the content that's been out. And I want to give you guys a round of applause, man. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to CTE 622 Clutch, Isaac Gentry. My cups run over. Make sure you get that like button. Steve Newton, what's up, man? I got 2 topics I want to talk to you today, but let's get into this. Remember, I told you guys before I get into the show, Carmelita Strong. It's so crazy. She just came in here. So remember, I told you guys, I said that a lot of times, like there's a Cash App at the bottom of my screen, and once it's at the bottom of the screen, I don't have to mention it, but I do shout out the people that Cash App me, and the donations I always say go to the show. I remember I told you guys I got a DM from someone one day where they was like, I don't want to give you a Cash App. I want to give you something that you'll always remember. And I was like, cool. What's up, Cleaver 683? I was like, cool. Shit. What am I into? And I told him, I said, action figures. I said, He-Man, Thundercats, Ninja Turtles, toys from my childhood. That one thing when I got older, man, I used to have all the He-Man toys. And I didn't even know all their names. I didn't know all the characters' names. And I used to have all the Ninja Turtle toys. And, one of the things I regret is not, when I got older, not keeping that childhood around of these toys. So I said, you guys could send me something like that. And, man, let me tell you something. Carmelita Strong. Shout out to Carmelita Strong. I mean, I'm talking about, this is when people support what you do. Look at this Masters of the Universe action figure. Look at this Masters of the Carmelita Strong in the clutch. Sent me this He-Man. And I'm talking about, this is the original He-Man toy. Because it has the comic book in the back. I don't know if I'm going to open it. I think I might open it if I get Battle Cat. Battle Cat is who He-Man sat on his back. But she sent me, first of all, there's nothing like not having a collection and somebody send you a third-rate character and not the main character. Carmelita Strong made sure to send me He-Man, not Adam, He-Man. And when I saw this, man, I mean, this the original packaging of He-Man with the comic book in the back. And now she got me in collector's mode because I'm looking in the back of the box. I see Evil Lynn. I'm like, I gotta get Skeletor and I gotta get Man of Arms. You know what I'm saying? And Beast Man. And when I get all of them, I'm gonna open the packaging up because and I'm gonna like fuck it. I know people are like, oh, you're gonna keep it in the packaging, and I'm gonna have them on some shelf just posed up. I mean, this is He-Man. Thank you, Carmelita Strong. You don't know how much I appreciate this. I had to shout her out. He-Man, yo, like this is the original. Like I talk about the old school because on Netflix they got this toy show about toys that we grew up on, and I definitely grew up on He-Man. And I'm looking at the Skeletor. I'm like, I gotta get Skeletor. I have to get Skeletor. I'm like, yo, this is crazy, man. So shout out to Carmelita Strong, man. This you don't understand. This everything that's sent to me, it means so much because you guys appreciate my work, and this is a dope gift, man. Thank you so goddamn much for the He-Man toy. Let's get to it. Hit the like button, y'all. Share it live. You know the goal. I'm always trying to get it up to 50 likes. Can't get it done without you guys. Let's talk about it, man. I have two topics. I have the main topic that we're going to talk about at the end of the show. Carmelita Strong said, don't open. I won't open it, Carmelita. I will not open it. You know what? You're right. I will not open the action figure. I will leave it there. I will just collect them. I'll get these little nails and I'll stick them on the wall. But that is, man, thank you so much. Masters of the Universe. He-Man. So there's a war going on outside right now, and the war that's going on right now is between the tested and the not the vaccinated and the unvaccinated. Unvaccinated people are saying that the vaccine is set is a conspiracy. They have conspiracy theories about the vaccine, and then you have vaccinated people who are laughing at people who are unvaccinated getting sick. And here's the response to it, right? I just feel like, and I've never said this before, I'm vaccinated. I never brought it out. I don't know if I said it on the show. I never really said nothing about it because it was my choice. And I think I told two people that I was vaccinated, and they told me I was going to turn into a zombie. And I'm sitting there like, man, really? You know what I'm saying? I'm not forcing anybody to get what they don't want to get, but I do want people to have the correct information. Because when I watch people argue about the vaccine, there are people out there that's like, so here's how the argument will go. This is how it goes on social media. I promise you, this is the vaccinated argument, right? People will put, oh my goodness, people will put, oh my goodness, people are out here getting sick still. Then vaccinated people will be like, yeah, well, that's why you should get vaccinated. Then the unvaccinated people will put up a post. It'll be like, vaccinated people are getting sick too, which is the worst rebuttal you can have. Here's why the rebuttal of that is bad. Because there's a lot of information out there that for some people think that if you are vaccinated, you cannot still catch you can't still catch the germ. Here is a fact. The vaccine was never created to stop you from getting the germ. It was to lessen what's the word? It was to lessen the symptoms so you don't have to be in a hospital. Some people who are vaccinated might have it and not even know because they don't have the symptoms. And because of that, that is why in the beginning they were telling vaccinated people they didn't have to wear a mask because we're not subject to the symptoms. And when that was said, people who aren't vaccinated started not wearing their mask either, hanging out with vaccinated people. And what happened was the vaccinated, we're not feeling the symptoms, but the strands have gotten stronger on us because we it's not affecting us and it's bothering vaccinated people. So that rebuttal of people saying that people are still getting sick with the vaccinated with the vaccine you have wrong information. The vaccine was never to stop the germ. It was to slow down the symptoms. But if you don't want to get it, don't get it. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I am here to admit that the promotion of the vaccine has made it a problem to where I understand why people may not get it. Like, for example, Club Live in Miami is offering vaccine shots. Why in the fuck would I want to get a vaccine shot at a party club? So I'm gonna get a shot, and then I'm gonna take a shot of the vaccine, and I'm gonna take a shot of Patron. Listen, guys, listen, look, I'm here to say the promotion of the vaccine. I get it. I understand. Vax that ass up. I get it. It seemed forced. Because I'll be like, what are they doing? Just say, hey, we have vaccines. Get it? If they don't get it, they don't get it. Don't be out here like, yeah, man, listen, you get 4 peanut butter sandwiches and some jelly. You know what I'm saying? Oh, guess what? We bringing the original Popeyes chicken sandwich back if you get vaccinated right now. Nah. Just tell people, hey, we had the vaccine. No? Okay, wear your mask. Have a good day. You want to get a picture with Chuck E. Cheese? Well, you could spend 2 hours with Chuck E. Cheese on your own if you get a vaccination. Soon, hookers are going to start selling the vaccine. Hookers are going to be like, hey, daddy, I'll suck your dick and give you the vaccine for $5. Listen, stop. This is poor promotion. We could do better than this. We got to do better. I get why people are up in arms about getting it because you guys aren't making it any better. You got to make it. You cannot. You're selling the vaccine like it's baseball cards. I'm trying to put it out there. Like I said, I'm vaccinated. I am. It was this choice that I made for myself. For me. But I'm not going to sit here at the table and be like, hey, man, you know, your life will be a whole lot better if you get vaccinated. I'm not going to do that. It's your choice, man. I got friends in the hospital, sick, still saying it's a conspiracy. That's the other thing. There are people getting sick saying that the germ ain't real. Nah, this ain't this, I don't have that shit. The doctor gave me this shit. Nah, motherfucker. People have been getting sick. It's your ignorance of why you are still sick. You gotta wake the fuck up. There are people. They're like that's literally like that's like you ever go to somebody's house and they tell you their dog don't bite, but you seen this nigga bite 3 people in the past 2 days. That's what this is. You ever go to somebody's house and like, oh, my dog don't bite, but this nigga in the back hanging from a rope with a piece of meat in his mouth. Just blood everywhere. Oh no, the dog don't bite. He just want to get your scent. That's the worst thing dog owners ever tell people. Oh, my dog just wants to get your scent. It won't bite. No, this nigga is hungry. When I sniff shit and I continue to sniff, that means I'm about to eat. I've never sniffed a piece of steak and never ate it. Anything that I normally sniff that is edible, dogs, if they are sniffing you and gurring at the same goddamn time. I had a friend who had this pit that he swore was friendly. This nigga was gurring. All the hair on his back was standing up straight. Teeth showing. And my boy was like, hey, man, hey, cut it out. Cut it out, Randy. The nigga named his dog Randy. Anybody that named his dog, when you think about Randy, you think about kids with the black fronts in front of their mouth. Think about those type of kids. That's what the dog named Randy. Randy was trying to eat my ass without no sides. That's what the whole germ situation is. People getting sick. It's not a fucking conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy. And once again, like I said, when it comes to the vaccine, if you don't want to get it, don't get it. But here's the thing. Why harass the people that are getting it? If you don't have it in your system, live your life. And the people who are vaccinated, stop giving a fuck about the people that aren't vaccinated. Move on with your life. Here's another fact about the vaccine that people don't know. Here's another fact. Most vaccines, and this is a history, have side effects on certain people. The flu shot. Not everybody, there's a lot of people that didn't survive the flu shot. Yeah, a lot of people, why would I take an experimental drug and risk my, hey, listen, this is my thing. And that is that is all your prerogative on anyone. I see a lot of people posting stuff about the drug that is doing to people, and I look at the sources, and some of these sources don't even come from credible places. Andrew, that's exactly what I just said. I just said just now that every vaccine that's ever come out is not good for everybody. Everyone can't take it. You are absolutely right. But the people who cannot take it aren't the people out there online with the conspiracy. So you gamble with your health either way. You gamble with your health not wearing a mask, and you gamble with your health if you're taking it. But the more and here's the thing, I'm not knocking you if you don't get it, because that's not my message today. I just started this show off telling people, hey, if you don't got it, cool. Be safe. And if you do have it, cool. Be safe. I just don't want a war between the unvaccinated and the vaccinated. In the beginning, for the people that just came in, I just said, earlier, you got people who aren't vaccinated telling people that are vaccinated they're stupid. And you got people unvaccinated who are watching people who are getting sick, teasing them. And it just has to stop. And what's up? What's up, Stephen Foss? And like I said, I will stand up and say the promotion that they're doing with the vaccine is just out of control. They need to stop. Like I said, stop offering peanut butter sandwiches and Lunchables and Ritz crackers to niggas to get the vaccine. Guess what? We about to bring back another new season of Good Times. But the only way you're going to see this exclusive season is if you get the vax. Stop it. Stop. Leave it alone. Just leave it alone. This world has always been this way. We don't like, hey, just cut it out. Stop trying to sell the vaccine in restaurants and McDonald's. I'm telling you, they're going to have the vaccine in Happy Meals real soon. They're going to be like, yeah, for a limited time only, we got the vaccine limited edition Big Mac and large fries. All you got to do is take this shot. Gotta stop, man. Just tell people you guys have the vaccine. Just tell people, hey, you might want to get the vaccine. They don't get it. They don't get it. That's it. That's it. That's the end of this topic. Because whenever this topic comes up and I talk about it, I'm not talking about Andrea. I remember I was talking to somebody about this, and I was on this person's side. This guy was just like, no, but you know what? This goes way back to NASA. Nigga, no, it doesn't go back to NASA. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. Stop it. Cut the shit. Let's get to the topic of the day. When is enough when you and your partner aren't working out? When is your breaking point? At what point do you end a relationship? Just how much do you take, man or woman, from your partner? When, and I don't want to highlight this with cheating, because for some reason every time we have a relationship talking, it'd be like, oh, if he cheats on me, he leaves. People get broken. People there are hundreds of other ways people leave someone that has nothing to do with cheating. So I want to stay away from the cheating thing because I feel like that's easy. So let me put the topic up right now. Make sure you guys share the live. Andrew, are you still here? Andrew, are you still here? We put the topic up. Give me a minute. Where's that goddamn question mark? There you go. That is the question of the day. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you share it. Okay, Andrew is here. Cool. I'm gonna need you in here. I know Isaac is in here too. Because I don't want it to get chippy. I remember last time them dudes came up in the comment section and they was in here. They was in here talking spicy. I just need you guys in here to do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Take care of them motherfuckers. But what is enough in a relationship? So look, I'm gonna tell you why I brought this topic up, right? Two situations I saw. It was a situation where this dude was getting yelled at by his lady in the bus, right? I mean, she was barking on. I'm talking about like I think there's nothing more worse than someone in the relationship feeling the need. My cup's run over his head too. Good. Okay, there you go. Feeling the need to air out their grievances on public transportation or out in public. I feel like if it gets to that way too many times, it's time to really consider moving the fuck on. Because if you don't have the what's the word? If you don't have the maturity to say, not here. Not here. Let's take hey, if you and your partner are out and you guys are consistently arguing in public, this relationship might need to end. Because if you're that comfortable doing that in public, I can only imagine what happens behind closed doors. And that is something that always needs to be looked at. There's always like I remember there was a video. Remember NFL player Ray Rice uh um uh rocked his lady in the elevator, right? And it wasn't the knockout of her in the elevator that had me thinking. I was just like, man, if he did that shit there, these niggas get it in at home. You know, if negative behavior spews like, 'cause I know couples that can argue at home and go out and act like stuff is like, just leave it in the house. If we're still disagreeing, we may not go out that night. That's a fair assessment. If you and your partner are arguing at home and it's not fixed in the house, 9 out of 10, you might not go out. You might just say, you know what? I'm not feeling it tonight. I don't want to cuss your ass out. So you go do your thing. I do mine. When we calm down, we meet and come back around. But if you are out, if y'all go out and you are out there in front of some of the most delicious flats that you could ever eat, and you just in the restaurant making a fool of yourself, and this is an everyday thing. Like if you have a partner that makes a fool of you out in public on a non-stop basis, it's never going to get better. That's when enough is enough. If your partner is known to fuck up some good happy hour with a lot of arguing, a lot of physicality, pushing and grabbing in a public area where everyone can, like if the waiter has to come over and say, hey, is everything okay? And they know you for being that couple, it might be time to end that relationship. Enough is enough. I have a it's crazy. I have a coworker who consistently comes, she talks to me, and she tells me about all the shit that she's going through in her relationship. And like I've always said, motherfuckers is never gonna listen because it gets to the point where they keep telling you their grievances and you don't care anymore. It's like you just like, look, you don't give a fuck at one point. And it gets to the point now where she tells me what's going on, and she can't even, like, even when she talks to other coworkers, she can't even continue to finish sentences without crying or breaking down. And do I feel bad? No, I don't feel bad, because we've been hearing these issues. We've been hearing these issues for about, I want to say, a year and a half now. The same shit. And my question, this is where this topic came from, was I was like, well, when is enough enough? You can't sit here and say, I can't take this no more. I feel like I'm about to fall out and break down. You're going in the hospital with high blood pressure, crying till your eyes is red and swollen, and you're still involved. Some people have high thresholds of stupidity. I got a male friend who's in a relationship with a chick who consistently disrespects him on a consistent basis. I mean, I call her consistency because her consistency is like no other. She is consistent. She's consistent with the disrespect. I'm gonna give you an example of disrespect. I came over his house and I had on a tank top because me and him about to work out, and she's like, "Oh, when he gonna train me? He got all the muscles." And he told her, "Hey, stop talking about my boy's body like that." And she was like, "Boy, shut the fuck up. That boy bigger than you. He got muscle. I need that nigga to train. I need something to look at." I left. I walked out the house. I walked out the house because of two things. One, I don't want to be involved in that. And two, I felt for this man, because at this point, at what point do you say, hey, bitch, have you lost your motherfucking mind? And see, and if he responds that way, he will be looked at as an abusive male. So I'm glad he's able to hold that composure. But just how long do you think his mental can handle that? How long? How long do you think anyone's mental, even the girl who's taking the abuse from her guy, the verbal abuse that he gives them? The human brain is fragile. People, there are people out there going through a lot. Y'all ever saw Tyler Perry got this show on Tyler Perry has this Fall from Grace, right? And first of all, there's so many jokes I got on Fall from Grace, right? But the lady, she's an older woman, and she met this dude named Shannon. The only reason I know his name because she's like, "Give me back my money, Shannon." And she married him, but Shannon was robbing her blind. Shannon was robbing her blind, right? Like taking all her money, everything. And the funny thing about this shit was that she was like, give me my money, Shannon. And then like, yo, he was going above and beyond to mentally abuse her. Like, I remember when she came home and he was fucking on her bed. And she came in and she was like, Shannon, get this motherfucker out of my house. And he was like, hey, come on, I gotta lock these doors. And the girl in the room was like, is that your mama? He's like, oh, she too ugly to be my mama, baby. He went back to fucking. Then he sat down and she was like, Shannon, just give me my money. He was like, ashtray, bitch. Ashtray. And then he sat there and told her. Now, mind you, Shannon wasn't paying attention to Grace's to how Grace was taking this. Grace was sitting down, quiet, and this nigga was just ODing. This nigga was just like, I do love you, Grace. And that's why it bothers me. And because that's why I'm cheating on you. And because you're stupid. And Grace took that baseball bat and she cracked Shannon upside the head. Beat the living fuck out of him. The reason why I brought this movie up is this is just what people go through mentally. It's what people go through mentally. You never know how fragile someone's brain is. If you are in a relationship and you are at the brink and you're hoping to God it can get better, you're only fooling yourself. If years have gone by and you still think that you still think that it's going to get better, you're only fooling yourself. You got to know when to tap out. A lot of people don't know when to tap out. You have to know when to tap out. So here on the Curious Red Flags versus the World show, what I normally do is I bring in some guests. And I want to talk about this. When is enough is enough. Whoever is available in a good area with good Wi-Fi, make sure your other device is off while you're on. I want to tackle this topic. When is enough in a relationship? While I am waiting for anyone, if you guys already have sent me an email, it is very easy. Also, you don't have to send me an email again. If we already been live, I could just look for your email on the in my email thing. But let's talk about this topic, guys. Let's talk about it. When is enough in a relationship? Do you have any stories of yourself where you taken too much and you thought it was going to work? It doesn't have to, please, it doesn't have to. I mean, it could be more than just cheating. You know, if it is cheating, it is cheating. But whatever it is, let's talk about it. Let's get down to it. Curious Red Flag versus the World Morning Show. When is enough is enough? Tessa Dare, when is enough in a relationship? When do you sit back and say, I can't take this no more? Tessa Dare, if you want to be on the show, send me your email. I'm trying to get I want to get about we could get 2 to 3 guests today, and it could be male or female. Let's get people in, man. I want to hear some stories. We're gonna share some stories today on the morning show. There's a lot of people who are in relationships that is just it's gotten toxic, and they don't, sometimes people wait to their breaking point. And we're gonna talk about that today on the show. Hit the like button. Let me do some shout outs. Shout out once again, shout out to Carmelita Strong for the dope ass He-Man toy that she sent. Words can't express how appreciative I am of this. Uh uh hold on. Yeah, so they shout out for the Master Universe action figure. Shout out to Keith for his Cash App donation as well. Let's get these people in. Let's get who wants to be a part of the show, who wants to be down, who wants to get in here, tell stories of people that they know who've been in relationships that needed to be ended, or just taking someone's, or any stories of you being in a relationship that you knew wasn't working, but you just continue to stay within it. Let me tell you something, man. I've been, I think, honestly, I've only been in 3 real relationships. I had one girlfriend, and then I had a wife, and then I have my wife now. So I had about 3 relationships. I know for me, a lot of women that I was talking to, you know what I'm saying, that I was speaking to, I could always see the signs that this shit wasn't gonna work. And sometimes it wasn't, all right, Miss Sugar. Let me send Miss Sugar an email. And sometimes it wasn't damn it was me. I knew how I was, and I knew it wasn't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Immaturity, all types of shit like that. So we're gonna get this guest in right now. Let me get Miss Sugar up in here, and I could do another guest as well. And we're gonna talk. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you hit the share button. Let me see something. Matter of fact, hold up. Miss Sugar, what is your Insta? Did you send it to me to Instagram one time? Let me make sure that I'm doing this right. I think you sent it to me on. Yes, you did. Got it. 10, 11. We send. Boom. 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 Hit the like button, y'all. Make sure you guys hit the share button. Hit the like button. We got to get Miss Sugar up in here right now. Boom. There. Email sent. Email has been sent. The email has been sent. Lady Eloise, what's going on, Lady Eloise? Good morning. Lady Eloise, text the number at the bottom of the screen, 202-949-6719, so you never miss a live show. You'll always get a link to a live show. Also, please make sure you are subscribed. I believe that you are subscribed, but hit the like button and please share this episode. Today's episode is when is enough in a relationship. It doesn't always have to pertain to cheating. But if the story is cheating, we would like to hear the story. If you're willing to share it, it could be you, it could be a friend. When is enough enough? When is enough in a relationship? And we are sharing stories. Like I said, I told some stories about some people. I feel like if you guys are consistently cussing each other out in public nonstop, like if you're like, yo, listen, if you're in a relationship with someone and your partner is tearing the restaurant, every restaurant you go to, people know who you are by face because you guys are cutting the fuck up. You need to get out the fucking relationship. Without a shadow of a doubt, you might want to leave the relationship because it's not going to work. You guys are embarrassing. You're embarrassed. You and your partner. And if you ever feel that way, if you ever feel like you ever left a bad relationship when you be out and you just be like, you be telling people sorry. You be like, oh, I'm so sorry. My boyfriend is so kind, but his breath has been out of control lately. We met during what the fuck? Hold on. My boyfriend is so my boyfriend is so kind, but his breath has been out of control lately. We met during COVID, and now I feel I settled due to lockdown. He is a great person, but his breath is killing me fit. Tessa, can you come on the show? Can you send an email? So let me talk about that real quick. There are a lot of people during COVID during COVID, there are a lot of people who were lonely, men or women. There were a lot of COVID babies, and there were a lot of people that were just locked down in relationships and just settled. What happens is, when you're locked down with someone that you really don't know, you kind of just, people didn't know if they were ever going to get back out. That's just be real. There were a lot of people who didn't know when this was going to end. And what happens is people naturally grow on you. They naturally grow on you. So that breath probably smelled like you knew that breath was funky, but you were just like, yo, you know what? I could that breath can be useful. Like I could use his breath to start some fire. I could use, you know what I'm saying? I could use that. Like he probably that, you know what I'm saying? Or you probably had COVID. You probably lost your sense of smell and just got used to it. You understand what I'm saying? Now the world is open. Everybody's out. That breath is unimaginable. That his breath probably always, let me tell you something. That nigga breath probably always had a nigga. He probably had a little troll chilling behind his right molar, taking consistent shits in his gums. There's some breath that's unforgivable. But the cool thing about a relationship is you should be able to be like, the dick is good, but your breath smells like it too. I understand your dick having a scent, but your breath smells like coins in pockets. Old coin. Your breath smells like a bag full of dirty pennies. It is disrespectful how brown your breath is. I love you, but goddamn. And if he don't go listen, he might have a rotten tooth. He might have a family, or he might have a whole family of homeless people living inside of one of his rotten teeth. And it needs to be addressed. You need to tell him, you need to pull up and say, hey, your breath, okay? If I let you breathe in the freezer, your breath will freeze and fall on the floor and crack. Your breath is funky. Sometimes you need to let that nigga talk on his phone and then say, sniff the receiver. If he can't receive that his breath is funky, have a party for him. Do a Listerine party. Instead of popping bottles, pop a Listerine. And if he like, I want some real liquor, like, nah, nigga, your breath, it's over. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Tell him, listen, look, I can't get close to you. I can't get intimate with your breath. Is just holding me back. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's only meant to eat ass. Keep him back there. All right, we got Miss Sugar in the building. Hold on. Get Miss Sugar in the goddamn building. Miss Sugar!
Hi, Nick.
What's going on? What's going on?
I was laughing at what you said. Hi, Nick. Hi, everybody in the chat. Hello.
Everybody say Miss Sugar, what's up? Tell Miss Sugar what's up, man. Tell Miss Sugar.
I just got back from Nashville, so I'm tired.
You just got back from Nashville?
Yeah.
Oh man. How was the jet lag?
I am. I'm hungry too, but I'm fine.
Okay.
Hey, black people in the chat. Hello, how y'all doing? Hey, sorry if I sound like a whole man this morning.
No, it's all right. It's okay. It's okay. We here early morning. Make sure you guys hit the like button, y'all. Please make sure you hit the share button. Also, you know, Miss Sugar has a dope ass show that she does on her YouTube page. She does a bunch of various things between karaoke, mukbangs, you name it. You go ahead, you make sure you check her stuff out.
Yeah.
Real quick before I get to the subject. So yeah, you know, a lot of people during the quarantine met up. You know, and it was a process for dating too, because I'm pretty sure you were like, you know, just all right, look, let's go get tested. This time you got 2 tests. Let's go get tested. Let's go get your COVID test. And then what happened is, because you spending time with the person during COVID, you probably didn't let the person leave. You know what I'm saying? And because you got your emotions and you're feeling lonely, you just let that breath slide. Well, it's like work. You ever dated a coworker and they was a 10 at work? You ever did that? Like, you were like, oh my God, this motherfucker is beautiful. Or he's fine. And then you get fired and y'all take that relationship into the world, to the inner streets. You be like, oh, what was I doing? What was I was talking to a chick that worked in the warehouse. I thought she was Beyonce. And when we went out one time, man, she was Tool, the 2-time Taylor. I was like, oh shit. I was blinded by work. You know what I'm saying? So Miss Sugar, so the episode is when is enough, and when is enough in a relationship. So do you have any stories of friends, or maybe a story of your own, or you know, what do you think about this question?
I think it's a question that's very calming because I don't think a lot of people know when enough is enough because they're so pressed on being with somebody just to say that they're with somebody. I hear echo. Am I okay?
You good? I don't hear no echo.
Oh, okay. If they hear it, let me know. But
Do
I'm
you
gonna keep
guys
talking.
hear echo coming from Miss Sugar? But I'm like, yeah, I don't hear an echo at all. Maybe it's echoing. Do you have your phone, another phone on somewhere else? Here,
I
always popping.
it's
Here is
just my
always.
phone. I don't have my lappy top on. My lappy top is off. I think I'm straight. What are they saying in the chat? Because I can't see.
Nah, they said nah. Shit. Tessa Dare and Isaac Gentry. I trust both. Have said you are good. You are
Okay.
good.
Well, I'm gonna keep
So
on talking in. Okay.
let's
So,
get it in.
like I said, a lot of people are so pressed on being with somebody just to say that they have somebody. I don't know if it's like a status thing, image thing, or they're just codependent. I'm not sure what the issue is. But I'm not going to bring up any stories about more because I feel like I did that enough last time. I'll bring up some other stories about other folk that I know.
Okay.
Okay, so there these are one of these are kind of sad. No, two of these are kind of sad. But there is this girl who I know through a friend. Not gonna say her name because not your business. But but she was in a relationship with an abusive guy. Uh, Constantly was beating on her. It got so bad to the point where he done knocked her out. She fell down the steps, and she until this day, like she cannot walk. She's like, what you call it, paraplegic? Is that what it is?
Uh,
When they can't walk, they
I
can't
don't want
walk
to
at all.
give the
She's in a
wrong.
wheelchair.
I want to give the wrong. It might be. It could be, but I don't want to get the wrong information.
Well, that was one of the results of her being with this man who kept abusing her. She cannot walk.
Mm.
And then, I think she wound
Yes,
up leaving him.
that's the definition. Tessa Dare said yes.
Okay. So now she cannot walk for the rest of her life. She cannot walk. She wound up moving on to another relationship where she had a baby by somebody. I'm like, baby girl, what you out here doing? And that man is not in her life, but you just had a baby with him. So I'm like, Lord Jesus, here we go with this. And it's just, it was an ongoing thing with her. He wasn't any good to her either. So I'm not sure if she's still talking to him because after a while, I don't feel like hearing that shit. Like if you constantly in stuff like that, that's something that's going on with you. You really need to deal and heal with you. You got too much going on. You got too much going on. There's no reason why you should let somebody beat on you like that.
Well, a lot of times, I want to say, there was a, okay, quick story. There was a girl that I was dating. My boy, it was his family, and he had hooked me up with her, and her baby daddy was abusive. Now, I just remember because naturally what happens, when you're young, like, this is why I say you always got to date a lot of people so you can start to learn from certain situations. I remember my role in this relationship was somehow I got involved because I was dating her. Somehow I got involved to the point where, when, I would on the phone, we argue with him and this, that, and the other. And I just remember, like, as many times as I argued with him, and she had an order of protection against him too, she somehow ended up around him some type of way. And I remember when I stepped away from the relationship, when we was talking, when I stepped away. So here's the story, right? This is the girl that I told this story a while back. I had went out to eat with this girl, and she was on the phone going. First of all, this is someone you complain that drains your energy, and at like what 22 years old, working at Circuit City back in the day, showing my age, Circuit City. I was
Circuit
only getting
City.
paid. Yeah, I was only getting paid $8.89 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So my paycheck probably was about You remember when they used to fill out the application and they ask you how much money you want, and you would put $25,000, right? And they were like, no, it's 889 cool. And you think you're about to make some money because you're not taking, when you calculate your money, you're not taking lunch break out, you're not taking out the amount of hours you clock in and out. So I'm thinking like my checks was 202. At 21, I probably spend that whole check on a Friday. As soon as I got it, I spent the whole check. I'll probably buy one pair of boots and the check be done. But I took this girl out to eat, and she was wasting my money texting the whole time, texting this dude. And he showed up. And I remember saying, I like told the dude, like, and the dude, like, I ain't talking to you, I'm talking to her. And she's like, let me just go talk to him real quick. And she was outside arguing with him for hours. I finished my salad. My salad came. I finished it. My food came. I finished. I ordered another appetizer, the dessert, and finished her shit and left because I felt disrespected. So now the next day she called me apologizing, but I said, yo, we don't need to talk because you like anyone who's in an abusive situation or anyone who is in, because abuse don't always have to be hands-on. It could be verbal abusive, and you continue to entertain it, you're lost. And a lot of times this shit happens because some people have just been lonely. And when I'm talking about relationships, I'm talking about like maybe mommy issues, daddy issues. This person might have been the only person that showed them some type of attention in the wrong type of way. So like they may only think abuse is what they need to take. You know what I'm saying? Because it's no secret, man or woman, if you keep falling in relationships with abusive people, yeah, they're the problem, but you're the common denominator because you keep running into that. You keep running into that. The signs are always there. I feel like if you've been in 3 abusive relationships, you should have one of them cocaine sniffing dog noses. You know how they like when you go to the airport, the door like, oh, I smell cocaine. Like you should be like,
yeah.
You like, woo, that's a sign. That's a sign. You throwing food at the wall. That's a sign. Let me get out of here. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, a lot of people aren't strong enough. I don't know what it is. Like the older I get, the more I'm seeing it. People are not strong enough to tell somebody no. People are, I hate to say it, they're way too forgiving. I hate to say that. I know a lot of y'all can get me, but I have to say that.
Good.
Yeah, okay, because the thing is, it's one thing to forgive, but if the pattern keeps happening, this person is showing you who they are. You gonna be mad every day for the rest of your life just to say you're gonna be with somebody, or you gonna let this person go and move on to somebody else that you feel like you deserve, better from. It starts with you, because at the end of the day, only you can allow this stuff to continue in your life. This your life. There's no reason why you should allow somebody to abuse you, to continue to lie to you, to continue to cheat on you, to continue to manipulate. You know what I'm saying? It's no reason why you should allow that, because it's one thing. What's that saying? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Right. I mean, I almost feel as if that it don't always have to be abusive. Hold on, real quick. Anybody else that wants to come on the topic? If I don't already have your email, put your email in the comment section. Or if you're like, oh, I don't want my email out there, I don't want all these people hit me up, just DM me and I will send you the link and you'll get on the show. He showed up to the date, can't believe she told him to come up there. Some people listen, there are people like, it don't even have to be abusive. It could just be like Tessa Dare, like look, and I don't want to keep going to her situation, but like even that's another common situation. There are people that you should never like. Okay, so here's the thing, right? I've seen this over and over with people. There's a saying out there that sometimes everything isn't perfect, and sometimes you might need to let your guard down in certain situations. I think what that applies to is, let's say you meet a man or a woman probably like you're a woman, so I say if you meet a man, he may not make as much money as you, but he's a hard worker.
He holds his part.
He holds his part.
Okay.
Okay, you can work with that.
Mm-hmm.
But if your man work at McDonald's, and there's no diss to someone that works at McDonald's, but let's just do this the right way. If your man works at McDonald's, if the guy works at McDonald's and you work for a firm, you're never going to respectfully respect you're not going to respect the person, because at some point when you're the breadwinner, or you're going to there are some people that start to develop a anger. You get what I'm saying?
Like resentment almost.
A resentment that you caused because you should have never entertained this situation. But you might feel like I need to be in a relationship, and this might be the only person that's going to show me this type of attention. And then what happens is, now that you built this resentment, you start to disrespect your partner. He starts to cuss you out. You are now ultra toxic. But you don't want to, like a lot of people say this. I don't want to leave this situation because I don't want people to judge me. I've been breaking up with numerous amounts of people my whole time.
So
you stay in it. Andrea Levette, let me know if you want to get in. I want to hear your perspective as well.
I want to address what she posted too. Is it Andrea or Andrea Levette? I'm not sure how to say her name.
Her name is Andrea.
Andrea Levette. I saw a comment that you said that people love toxicity. I want to talk about that because I don't understand that either. Because you see a lot of that in social media with these skits and stuff, but I feel like there's a lot of people who are like that in these relationships, like the people who constantly, are verbally abusive to their partners, and they think that shit is cute, or like I don't understand what it is. Like when people suck the soul out of your energy, I don't understand why do we not all of us. I can't say myself, but why do we continue to accept toxic behavior in a relationship? And then when I don't know if you've noticed in relationships like that, the main thing that they talk about so highly about within their relationship is sex. And they feel like that's what holds them together. So all of that toxic buildup is what's tarnishing relationship, but you stick together because the sex is good. So is that what it is? Is that what's holding y'all together? Because the sex is that great? I don't understand that.
I sent Andrea an email.
Okay.
Her the email, so if you're free, you can come in.
Okay.
So what happens is there are a lot of people like all right. I told you from me, I like it's toxic relationships. There are different levels.
Yes,
I like a woman that I get to go. I get to argue back. Like she stand up for herself. I like a little toxicity like in my relationship. But there's certain levels. I'm not talking about the levels where you like, I'm gonna stab a motherfucker. Like that's too much.
Okay.
But there are people who cannot exist without something going wrong. If you have a friend that consistently calls you every day, like you ever have someone that everyone has someone in their life that calls them, and the first two things that they come out their mouth is something dramaful.
Yes, I'm not friends with that person no more because of that. Yes.
Because there's something dramaful. There's always someone in your life that continuously cannot function without having an argument. I have been on dates with people where the night is going good. And the night did not go well for them unless they started an argument. And there are people who are magnets to that, who keep attracting that, because there are a lot of passive aggressive people who just, just sit there and take that shit. But there's something about how you take that on. You know what I'm saying? I got a homeboy he cussed this chick out for years till she finally left. He told me one time, he was like, man, I wonder why I'm like, nigga, you was cussing her out on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
You was cussing her out on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
What did you expect?
I don't understand. And this can also apply to friendships, work relationships, family relationships as well. It doesn't have to be just relationship based as far as like a couple is concerned. Because you can say enough is enough in a friendship and in your family, because everybody has different things that they go through with, different people in their life. Like, say for instance, if you're at work, if you're constantly being disrespected by a coworker or a supervisor, or if you're not being treated fairly, or if somebody is getting better treatment and they've been there less time than you, things like that. Or, people who are like nice, nasty, or condescending, and, stuff like that. All of this stuff can apply to those things too. It doesn't have to necessarily be relationship based. It's all about what you feel as a person that you deserve. Because at the end of the day, you deserve better. You don't have to take this shit from people just because you feel like it's the right thing to do to keep yourself, to keep the peace with everybody else. Are you peaceful?
That's a very, that is a make sure you guys hit the like button, make sure you hit the share button. That is very true. That I mean, look, man.
What's going on with your peace? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
We tend to, a lot of people tend to, I know a lot of people that this happens to a lot of people who are afraid to be alone.
Yes.
As an example, I know people who, like right now, I got a friend that moved in with his woman. They weren't together that long. He had just got. I have a friend who has consistently, every chick that he's messed with, when the relationship was over, has moved in with every last one of them.
So he fucked his way in the relationship is basically what you're saying.
You know what the thing about him is? He needs some type of attachment. So he moves in with them, like literally, like this is how it works for him. The first day he meet them, let me back up. Before he even talks to any woman, he automatically says, "That's my wife right there."
Oh,
so
no.
He already has set up in his mind, this is who he wants to marry.
Oh,
then
no.
He gets with them and he goes on 25. Like, he treats someone who he doesn't even know their last name like they've been married for 9 years.
Oh, he's one of those.
One
he's
of those. Within the third year, within the third day, he's already like, where are you going dressed like that? Yo, within the 4th week, he's moved in. Now, the women, I don't have any sympathy for them, because I'm like, what do y'all? Clearly, you love this type of shit too. But then when he gets hurt, he's like, I didn't see that coming. Nigga, you didn't see it coming because you didn't spend no years with her.
Oh my God, he's a hopeless romantic. He's one of those people. Mm-hmm.
I got a female friend. She has been hurt every chance, every way possible. And if she can hold a competition of, like, she should hold an award show for who hurts her the worst. Like, she might as well have nominees, because she has a new boyfriend for every quarter of the year. Fall, winter, summer, they all last. She says she loves all of them after the 3rd week, and it always ends where she's like, they acting funny. No, you acting funny.
I know somebody like that. Oh God, he's not attractive at all. I'm sorry, Lord Jesus. I'm sorry. He's not cute.
Listen,
he's not attractive at all.
The Lord understands the show.
Yes. Okay. So he's not attractive at all. He is extremely overly, like, aggressive. Like, when I remember the first time he hugged me when I met him, he damn near broke my goddamn ribs. I had to cuss his ass out, like, you ain't got to be so goddamn rough. So it's like, You know, so he does that with all the women that he finds attractive. And he tried to come at me so many times. I'm like, sir, I will never, ever give you the time of day, ever. So whenever he does find some girl, you know, he tells everybody. And he only met her for 2 months. And it's always 2 months. And he's talking about how you gonna marry him. He done paid one girl to go to Dubai with him. He done paid for the girl's school. He done took the son out and bought him school supplies. It's another, and then that person left him. Then he went to another girl. He bought a house for this girl. The girl never moved in, Jesus. Got the furniture though, but the girl never moved in. And he be cooking for him. And I be hearing stuff from the other girls, how they say like his stroke game ain't really, But if you can look at him and tell, the boy can't, you can tell. You can just tell. And he buys them flowers. And it's like, I don't think he gets it. These women are with you because they want something from you, because they know you dumb enough to give it. And he wants a family so bad. But I keep trying to tell him, you need to stop wifing these bitches. Because that's where you get fucked up at. You need to stop wifing these bitches because they only using you. You gotta find somebody that want to be with your ugly ass. I ain't telling like that, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying, you gotta find somebody that's appreciative of what you're willing to give, because you're doing like 100 times more than they are, and they're giving you 0. You up here buying people trips and stuff and all that stuff, paying for the girl breast reduction. What are you doing, sir? Working yourself overtime at work, and you wonder why you tired. For a woman that you're not even married to, and he had 5 girls within 1 year, and he proposed to 4 of them.
Let me ask you a question. This is crazy.
It's ridiculous. What's wrong with the boy?
Is he Caribbean?
Hell no, he black.
He black?
Black as fuck.
Listen, this is so funny, right? This is why I always say that you know, relationship to me is like it's a job. It could be a job for some people. And I feel like any job, you need to go to a certain amount of training. You need to get when you go, you hand in a resume, they ask you what's your work history. You know, for real, they ask you because there are some men who like to deal with women who might have never had sex before, like just fresh out. I've always said I've never wanted that. I want someone that's been around the block. That's reformed and ready to move on. I want someone that is for me always that is just experienced. Cause I don't want to teach nothing. Now, what I mean by that is there are some men who just don't know when they are simping or being disrespected in the utmost. There was a girl I was dating at 21. I didn't know, like at 2021, because I was still new to it. I wasn't dating her, but I like this girl so much, nigga. I done watched her nigga laundry. It was mixed in with her laundry.
Oh my Lord.
For real. And then when I was like, when I asked her about it, she was able to be like, "Oh no, that's my brother's shit," but she didn't have a brother. Clearly, but I was able to.
Oh my goodness!
At a point where I was like, "Oh, these motherfuckers ain't shit." When I developed that, I was like, "You need to go through certain things in life." So, like, it's like I know tons of dudes who just don't get it. And then there's some woman that be like, all right, fuck it. He don't get it. I take that bag. Like, I wish somebody would, knowingly that I like you, accept a mail from me and think that I only want to be friends. That's something that I always feel like. I will say this. You know how they always say men are guilty of. There are some men who just want the drawers.
Yeah.
Act like they want everything but the drawer. But there are women who are guilty of taking shit from men they know they want no parts of.
Because it's easy access.
It's easy access. It's
Mm-hmm.
easy access. There are some women who will be like, well, shit, I ain't about to. I'm hungry. I know a girl. I got a homegirl. She's a dog. When she hungry, she call this one nigga all the time. When she's
Oh,
hungry,
she had a fool guy. She had a fool guy.
yeah. And they know what she'll say when he'll be like, "I like you so much." She'll be like, "Chill,
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
chill. I don't want
Mm-hmm.
to hurt you. You such a good dude." Like she told, like, I like you're such a good dude. I don't want to hurt this. Then you need
Mm-hmm.
not to eat my flats that I just bought you just now. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else could be in this chair. You wasting my time. You know. But there's just something, and just like there's men, there's some women that's like that.
Yep.
Clingy, very clingy
Clingy.
woman,
Mm.
very clingy. I'm talking about clingy to the point where if I say I'm going to hang out with my niggas, and you sit here and say, "Why can't I come?" There's
Uh-uh.
no other woman there.
Mm-mm.
You understand what I'm saying? There's no other woman there. And whenever I
Mm-hmm.
see a man bring a woman to an all-man event, I already know what's going on in the household. I
Mm-hmm.
already, I already know it's some trust issues going on because there
That's
has to
called being possessive. That's what that is.
call being possessive. I wish I would go to some cherries and panty night with my lady, with our friends, and sit up in there, listen to that bullshit. I don't want to be there. Go.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to be in a relationship where you tell your partner, go hang out with your friends. It's okay.
Mm-hmm. I
I don't
had a
be
dude like
here.
that. I had a dude like that who was possessive. I don't like, look, I'm gonna tell y'all right quick. I do not like when a dude tell me, oh, you can't go here, or you can't do this, or you can't dress like that. And first of all, who are you talking to? You ain't finna tell me where the fuck I can go. I'm gonna go where the fuck I wanna go. Who is who I want to go to. And it's not like I'm the type of person that's out here. I'm not. And I don't, and to be honest with you, I am shaped the way I'm shaped, but I can't help what I look like and what I look and what I have on. It's just gonna show. The curves is just gonna show. Like I had to do something, oh, you can't dress like that, this and that. I have a dress on. And yes, it's fitted. And he gonna try to tell me to change my clothes. Who the fuck you talking to? You gonna take this off of me? I wish you would. And I walked right the fuck out. Who are you talking to? I
That
bought this with my money. You ain't gonna tell me where I'm going. So I went out and he would always do that, telling me I can't hang out at the club, this is and that. I'm gonna go where I wanna go. You can't tell me that. That's possessive. I don't like that. You have no control of what I do. I'm my own woman. I'm gonna do what I want. Go on about your business.
there are people, I believe when you're in a relationship, if you respect the person, you will become conscious of what you're wearing on your own. That's just me. If you know, I do believe, let me take this off the screen. I do believe that when you're in a relationship, that if you respect the person, like I don't know how long you've been in a relationship with the people, but you are, if you love someone and you guys have some time. I'm not talking about none of the microwave relationships. And you guys have
Microwave.
some time. Microwave. I'm talking about like hot, fresh butter, 2-minute relationships. Uh,
Okay.
if you in a relationship and y'all got some time together, clearly there's some communication. And a man can or a woman can be able to be like, that makes me uncomfortable. And if you respect your partner, you could be like, all right, I can see that. It's aware how it's said too. Like if you thick and you walking out and you got a certain dress on, I'll give an example. Me and my wife have an understanding of I don't like her to drink
Oh
unless
yeah, I remember that. I
you
remember
remember that
that.
on live, right? I
I
don't
remember
like
that.
her to drink unless like I don't even like to drink when I'm there. But if I'm there, I'm there. But I don't want you to drink when I'm not around. That's not there's no argument to that. That's an understanding. Okay, cool. There's no argument to that. Same way with me, where she might be like, okay, like for example, you know, I don't want you. Well, who's there? Where you're going to her whose house? You're going to her house. She's gonna have a meeting at her house. I'm feel more comfortable. You can have a meeting with her, but have it at a Starbucks or an open place. I don't want you alone with this person. And that's where the respect thing comes in. If you come into a relationship with someone and you like don't wear shit, like no, I don't want you wearing that shit. Don't fucking play with me. I don't want you wear like. And I'm talking about this is the third week. You know what I'm saying? Because there are a lot of men who have women who are attractive, but they're so scared they're gonna lose them that they will mentally tell them, call out all their what's that thing called insecurities.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to see your fat dry ass.
Oh
Some shit
Lord.
like that. Or you so stupid. That's why everybody's laughing at you.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't never gonna lose that weight. You don't think
Mm-hmm.
it's time to stop wearing shit like that? There are
Mm-hmm.
men that do that, and there are women who will tell their man, "No, ain't nobody gonna want your broke ass when you leave.
Oh. Oh wow.
Ain't nobody gonna tell nobody that.
Oh wow.
You ain't never been shit till I've been around." There are women who will tell men who have to consistently remind the man that he wasn't shit till they got him. And I don't think that. I feel like when that's an ongoing thing to tell someone, you are basically you.
Oh, did he freeze, Jesus? Uh-oh. Did he freeze, Lord?
Am I freezing?
Okay, I see. I hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. Um, if you verbal abuse, if you have to consistently tell someone like make them feel like shit, you are in an abusive relationship.
It's yep.
'Cause a
That's
lot of people don't.
emotional and verbal abuse. Yep.
A lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause there's so many different forms of abuse. Words, but I also say on the other side, you have to be strong too. You got to believe, like you cannot allow that. That's why I said that you have to be like when you go into a relationship. Like this is why I say you have to nonstop know that who you are as a person. You know, a lot of times people will get in relations with people and get comfortable. You know,
Yeah.
oh, never be comfortable, but still care about your upkeep. To me, in a way of where, like, you know, of course, listen, like gaining weight is natural. So I don't believe in knocking someone about that. But trying to at least don't just throw yourself away to the point, and your partner should help you keep your upkeep up as well. Like you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But don't just
Uh-huh.
don't get too comfortable to where you've taken yourself out the game. Because at the end of the day, we human. A man or a woman want to come home to something, they can still be like, you know, damn, this person. Well, if you just got to the point where you just like you're not brushing your teeth no more,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you going out, you got crust in your eye, you not giving a fuck, you belching at the tape, like you it's gonna end
Mm-hmm.
sooner or later. Someone. So, what do you think about that?
I think people get comfortable because they in their mind they're like, oh, I already got him, so I know he ain't going nowhere. That's that mindset. They have the mindset they're like, oh, the person not going nowhere, so they're gonna accept me for me. And some people get lazy because of that. I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong. I feel like even though you are in a relationship, you still should spice things up. You should want to look good for your partner. You should want to have fun and do, you know, all kinds of things with your partner. Just because you have the person in a relationship doesn't mean that the work stops there. Because it seems like people like to do the work until the relationship is official. So now they feel like because this person has them now, oh, I can do what I want, like what I truly want. Like I can really let my true self out. Because a lot of people be lying to get in a relationship. They do. They'll maneuver their way in a relationship, do all these things that they think is okay. Then when they get in a relationship, they automatically think, oh, this person ain't going nowhere. It's like a control thing, an ego thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I knew somebody like that. They used to dress up And because she always say, I need a man, this is that. Then when she got the man, it was back to the bonnets, back to the robes in public, and not doing all the things that she used to do, stuff like that. Because people will change once they get in a relationship. I'm not sure what it is. People be lying. People be lying on their dicks. They be lying on their vaginas. They be lying.
No,
People be
that's
lying.
real. I mean, you your true self should be shown before the relate.
Yes,
That's
that's true.
why.
But a lot of people be lying, Andre. They be lying. People be lying just to say they have somebody.
That's why. Let me put this up on the screen. People need to recognize the red flags early and get out quick.
That's true. That's true, Nikki.
Um,
Yeah.
your true self should be shown before the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Self-love is key. When you
Mm-hmm.
don't know to show up in when you don't love yourself, it shows up in so many ways. Let me just
Mm-hmm.
say this. Guys, make sure you guys hit the like button and please make sure you share it live. I'll say this. That's why. And look, man, there's so many COVID relationships that's been
Ah.
out. It's so many look, you cannot look, this is just my opinion. I know I'm gonna get a bunch of dislikes when I say this.
Okay.
You cannot gauge love out of a COVID relationship. And let me just address why I'm saying this. Because I said this to a few people, and they was like, but you and your me and my wife were dating, we were a couple for a year and a half before COVID hit, right? And
Mm-hmm.
when COVID hit, it just made things better because when we were in a relationship, there was a lot of moving around too. We both do comedy. We're traveling. So the COVID helped us before because when I proposed before our marriage, we had that alone. Like, okay, how can we react in emergencies? Like, living together forever.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So we were able. So if we were already together.
Mm-hmm.
There are people who were either on social media or met someone right before COVID and got put in a situation where that person is just there. So basically, look, I mean, I could act like you're getting to know someone in a closed environment. How is this person outside? How is this person around family? How is this person in a financial situation? You don't know
Yes.
how to run a financial situation during the quarantine because you wasn't spending a lot of money during the quarantine. You was
Mm-hmm.
either getting unemployment, whatever it is. You wasn't spending money during the quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, what else? You weren't like, yeah, okay. He or she might be telling you everything you want to hear, but you don't know it for a fact. She might tell you, or he might tell you, you're a hustler, and this motherfucker might be out there putting ping pong balls in a cup out there and just be like, come on, one another, get with the ball, get with the ball. Like, you don't know. So what happened
Mm-hmm.
is, fresh towards the end of the quarantine, people are getting married, or people are falling in love, or people are this, that, and the other. And I'm not saying all of them don't, but now this motherfucker start cussing your ass out in public. Now this
Mm-hmm.
person spends too much money. They don't know how to save. Now
Mm-hmm.
this person has communication issues.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this person's cheating on me. Well, he or she wasn't cheating on you during the quarantine because they know I was trying to catch COVID. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so not too many people was just letting hoes come over. You know what I'm saying? Woman or man, letting that male or female hoes come over during the quarantine. You know what I mean? Mamas is masked up. Get to put this up there for you. CTE6. Entertainer said, "What's up, Miss Sugar?"
Hey, how you doing?
You know, but like what I but she said you need to love yourself as a person before
Yes.
you entertain anyone. You cannot
Yes.
love your relationship more than you love yourself. You can't.
Yes.
COVID exposed relationships, good, bad, and indifferent. I worked at an apartment community and I've never seen so many police show up for domestic disputes. It was crazy. Yeah,
Mm-mm. The
yeah.
thing, the thing is, and I say this. I hope people don't take this the wrong way. You should learn to be by yourself, because that is a way to heal. Like right now, a lot of people are giving me flack because I don't want to date. I don't want to be out there right now. I've been single for, oh Jesus, since 2015.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to like reevaluate myself. A lot of y'all should do the same thing. You should reevaluate yourself, because it could be something going on with you that you may not, be conscious about. Because I feel like the thing with me, I love too hard, but I love too hard on the wrong people. And I had to look back on why I attracted the dudes I attracted. So it's okay to be with yourself, to learn yourself, to see the things you don't like, to see the things you can fix about yourself. Learn to be in the habit of saying that you won't accept this from somebody. This could be anybody. Learn the habit of saying no, that you will not accept this. No, I will not be doing this. No, I can't do this. And then say yes to the things that you know you want. Know what you want, know what you need, and know what you expect. You have to learn to be by yourself. It's a good way to heal, and it's a good way to reevaluate yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I feel like that's a good way to progress in life as a person. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
What?
Some people are so quick to be with somebody. You don't have to constantly do that for status. Let your shit breathe. Be out there by yourself. You don't have to be out here like that. It's a good thing. It's nothing wrong with life, because that helps with loving yourself as well. Who said that? Who said the self-love comment? Who was that?
That was
What
that
was
was
her name?
that was Ibada Ashid, and that was
Hi,
Angela Vet,
Ida.
and that was Angela Vet.
Yes, just learn to be by yourself and learn you. Learn what you like and what you don't like. It's a good way. It's a good healing process. Everybody should do it. You don't have
most
to be all hugged up on everybody.
most breakups, the process of healing is very much needed.
Hmm.
There are a lot of people who though don't want to go through the pain of a breakup, and they replace that person, unless, like I said on earlier shows before, unless you're a slow motherfucker. You could be in a relationship with someone that the relationship has been dead on their side for years, and they just putting up with you, but they've already moved on with someone else, and you don't even know, because you're so blind to the fact that you're not satisfying this person, that this person is on you. You like what? Like, I want to say this to the fellas too, fellas on watching the show. If you gotta really, cockiness does not help. If you're in a relationship with someone and
Huge reflex.
you're watching your woman leave the house looking damn near sexy all the time, and you just like, all right, they're gonna have a good time. She ain't gonna do shit. You letting her go to church by herself. She got a whole church family you don't even know about. She in church by herself. She in look, I don't like going to church. I'm not gonna say and lie to you. I'm not a big fan of shit up in there, but my wife likes to go to church. She wants to go every once in a while. And I just go there because I feel like these are certain things that you're supposed to share with the person that you're with.
It's
You're
a
letting
form of
you
compromise.
compromise. If you're letting your man, if your man is part of a whole church family community, he know all the first ladies in the church and shit. He baking cookies for Miss Johnson, man. Hey, Miss Johnson is fucking the shit out of your man. I'm letting you know this right now. And because you at home ashy and just not trying to be attractive for this person no more. Same thing with the fellas. Your woman is in the church with some Coca-Cola smiling ass nigga. Right now. Moving the fuck on. So I say all that to say you need like you know, if you're in a relationship, consistent date nights,
Yes.
consistent date nights, consistent date nights, activities, certain things that you know, little uh presents here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Always don't get that lost to where you done lost it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
if you're single and you're still single, nobody should be pressuring you to get. If you're not ready, you're not ready. Look, you might be out having fun. That's your prerogative. There's
Mm-hmm.
nothing wrong with a woman. I I hate that too. When men be like, "Oh, these hoes." No, we doing the same thing. If these women are out there just having fun and they don't want a man, that's their prerogative.
Mm-hmm.
Just get with the program, and that's about it. So yeah, you're right, but so you should not be forced. No one should be like, you know. But only problem I have with single people are people who have been single for a long time, but want a man. That is the like, and they're Debbie Downer. Like they're just always like because there's some people that need a man or they're like if you've been single for years and you just third wheeling it a lot,
Ooh.
it might be time.
Yeah.
It might just be time to move on.
Mm-hmm.
You
If
know,
people are still forcing me to have babies and this and that, y'all gotta stay out my damn box. If you gonna take care of my goddamn kids when I have them, don't be trying to force me to have kids. I had one married dude talking about you should. He said you should let me put a baby in you so you could be a thousandaire. A married man said this to me. You are married, sir.
wait, a married man was asking you about children.
No, he told me a married man. He said you should let me put a baby in you so you could be a thousandaire. A married man said this to me. I'm like, what? And y'all wonder why I'm not out here dating? And now I'm just, it's too much. Y'all got too much going on. Everybody want me to date. I'm like, I don't want to. I don't feel like it. I'm not ready. Leave me
Let me
alone.
let me say this. Let me say this real quick. It's sad
Crazy.
because the same way you find that to be wild, there's a woman out there who will take that deal.
I know.
Um, there's a
Yep.
woman out there that will take that deal. There's a woman out there that'll be like, shit, have a baby by I have a baby. Give me that bread. Like there look, it's sad. It's hold on. Iba Ashid, please text the number at the bottom of the screen. I don't believe I have you on the Curious Red Flag
My stomach.
phone. Huh? I
Yeah, I
don't
want
know.
to see what she got to say. I want to see what she
I,
got to say.
I don't believe I have you on the guest list. So please text that number with your name, and you'll get a link every time I go live, so you don't miss it. Even because even if you have the notification bell on YouTube, sometimes YouTube, I might say some wild shit one day, and YouTube will bury this motherfucker, and you will not find the live, and you like niggas falling off. So yeah, just text that number. Text that number. What was I saying? What you just saying just now? Yeah, there are a lot of women. Society is so quick to put down single women like they are worthless without men and children. Well, let me jump on that too. I want to jump on that. I never want to leave that. Society is too quick to put down single women like they are worthless without men and children. That is a fact. There, you know, and I will be honest with you. There was a time where it was like, I'm not dating nobody that got kids. But realistically, if you're in your late 20s and 30s, the pool of the dating pool is filled with people that have kids.
Everybody got kids.
Everybody
Shit.
got kids. You just,
Everybody.
you just want to make sure the person they had kids from ain't crazy.
Right.
Or they might be crazy, but how is this person handling this situation? So there is a picture painted on women, especially black women. I don't. It's mainly black women. Black women who are single with kids are looked at as a no. For some reason in black society. I will say this. It's sad what I'm about to say. The like button gonna get hit. There are a lot of women who are single with kids who give I guess what's the word? A bad representation of the women who are single with kids doing a great job. Because we see it we see it a lot. There is a lot of time, just like black people. Black people, we out here, why people look at us like hoods, why they look at us as thugs and niggas. But then you got niggas out there who give bad representation of just how commonly some good black people are. I know some single black women with kids who they're what's the word I'm looking for? Who just some of the things that they say, or some of the shit that they do, or how they carry themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some women out there who rather be single and just get kids. Single and get kids, just to collect checks. Live in that building where the rent is $19 and be bragging about it. $19 rent, popping Moscato, little nigga in the back eating crayons. Putting it on social media. You single with kids and you on social media with a bed made out of laundry. But those are the fucked up ones. But then you do have the strong women with single kids who have a system. I've dated a lot of women who have kids. I dated this one chick. She had a whole schedule from Monday to Sunday on the refrigerator for her sons. 6 o'clock, wake up. Brush your teeth, 6:15. Eat your breakfast, 6:30. 6:45, going outside of the bus. 2:30, tutor. 2:25, soccer practice. Carrying it on. Those women don't promote that because good parenting doesn't need to be promoted. But if you get what I'm saying? But if you promote it, I'm popping, I'm living. You got the baby on the right hand, half your titty out on the other side, just talking shit. So, you know, it's sad. It's sad to see this shit, but I see it all the time. I see it all the time. Yeah.
There's a saying, because I saw this in a video, that if you're 32 with no kids and you're not married, something is wrong with you. A man said this at a function with a bunch of black women. He said this out in the open. If you're 32 or more or older, no kids, and you're not married, something's wrong with you. And I was just like, wow. Because I was like, ain't nothing wrong with me, Jesus. Ain't nothing wrong with me at all. And a lady had to check him. And she checked him thoroughly. But it made me think, because I look back at all the people who are married, because I know a lot of married people. I know a lot of people with kids. And they are not, no disrespect to nobody here, but a lot of those people are not in the best of situations. So I feel like I dodged a bullet, honestly. No read, no shade. But I feel like I dodged a bullet because a lot of the stuff that these people are going through with children and with their husband or wife is not something I think I want. So
that is a man, any man that has said that. What's exactly he said?
He said if you're 32 years or older and you don't have kids and you're not married, something wrong with you.
Those are so these are
a woman. He said if you're a 30-year-old woman. Sorry, I had to say that. 30-year-old woman. He specifically said woman.
Sometimes men say shit to get ass. No, it is. Sometimes men do. Sometimes you have men who say anything to get some ass, or because clearly the response would be for real, and then this motherfucker, let me get into your life and put some structure. There are some men that say shit like that, and the woman will get with them, and they'll come in their life and fuck their whole life up. Listen,
so they're using that as a tactic to get somebody.
Sometimes, let me tell you something about some of us.
Oh, Jesus.
Back in the day, when you live in the life of a dog, you know what I'm saying? we're gonna say whatever it is it's gonna be said. I mean, at a certain time. I mean, shit. I don't think I don't know if he really means that or not. But let me just say this: there are men out there with 13 kids dating. There are women out there who can have 5 kids, and there'll be a nigga that come along, enjoy her company, get some of that good stuff, throw the football to all them little kids, and marry them. Because I used to think, I ain't gonna lie to you, that was something that was said. But niggas, there's niggas out there. Look, I got a friend who had an ex-wife. This nigga like, man, ain't nobody gonna want her. She got all them damn kids. Nigga, you crazy. There's somebody right now who go with that same shit that had you going crazy, that's gonna jump into that shit and jump into that good stuff, that demon box of hers, and take and change her motherfucking life. So never listen to the bullshit where they say women with a bunch of kids ain't trying to fucking look, I know a girl right now with my wife got 3 kids. I'm married. I'm married. It don't matter. Like it's all about how you carry yourself with your kids. How about you put it like that? Because there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of women. I know a chick with 5 kids. And this nigga married her. She told him she didn't even want to have kids anymore. And he was cool with it. Mm-mm. So it's that is a bullshit ass rumor. That is a bullshit. Man, listen, women with kids got the best snacks. Women with kids, you would never go thirsty. You would never go thirsty. Costco card is on platinum. Fridge full of Capri Suns. Full of them. Mega pouch. Oreo cookies. Fruit snacks. Food. If she got 5 kids, her food card got she got $1,500 in food stamps on a card. What nigga ain't trying to live in that luxury? You know what I'm saying?
I don't have kids. I don't know. So I wouldn't know.
Pantry. The pantry full of cheese balls. Doritos.
I have seen it though. I have seen
cream and Lay's. All the cereals. Alphabet. Golden Crunch. Smacks.
Not Smacks. Ew. Who eats that? Oh, God.
A man would date a woman with 5 kids with an incredible pantry full of snacks. Then date a woman with no kids, and you open that pantry and it smells like, you ever open some pantries and it's sticky, but there's no food in there? It's just like, you be like, what happened? Oh, the pantry hungry. Pantry hungry. You go to some people's house, man or woman, you open their fridge, they got that old Smucker's jelly jar, right? Half peanut butter, half jelly. And you be sitting there like, damn, what do you eat during the day? And she be like, sunflower seeds.
Not sunflower seeds, Lord Jesus.
some sunflower seeds. Mm-mm. You know what I'm saying? A woman with kids, you gonna eat good.
More power to them, but I ain't ready for all that. More power to them.
You gonna eat good. You gonna eat good, Miss Sugar. Good. Good times. Pantry on obesity. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. Woman with kids, like my man said right here, strong ass legs. Strong woman. Strong.
That's true.
The bed y'all about to make love in could take any position because all her kids jump on that goddamn bed.
Oh!
That bed is break proof. She got 5 kids. All 5 of them niggas wrestling on that bed when you not there. So when you get there, the only problem with a woman with kids, 5 of them, is you gotta sit through. If you patient, you gotta sit through all 5 of their nap times. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
one of them niggas probably ain't gonna sleep because you're there. But if the woman sees that you are patient till 4 o'clock in the morning with them kids, the third week you come over, she be like, you know what? I'm gonna give this little nigga some diamond tap and put his ass to sleep because this nigga right here has been patient. He has been patient.
Mm-mm.
You understand what I'm saying? Miss Sugar, tell the people where they can find you. Tell them your cash app, tell them where they can find you. Give them all your information right now.
Oh, my cash app.
What's the cash app?
Oh, my cash app is $ Queen Sugar 29. I could put that in the chat.
Yeah, put that in the chat. I'm gonna highlight it.
Okay. I didn't know you want me to put my cash app in there. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't tell you that earlier. I apologize.
I didn't come on there to try to get money from folks. Thank you. God bless you. You're so nice.
But you did a full episode, and I it was a real entertaining episode, and we held it down. So I gotta
thank you.
Definitely show you the love. So let me put that in there. Queen Sugar.
I put it in there.
I'm gonna get to it right now. Yeah, you definitely held it down today. So
nice.
you definitely held it down.
Thank you.
Tell anything you want to tell the people, anything you got coming up, anything with the YouTube, anything going on?
Well, if y'all want to follow my Crazy Loud Extra Eggs, you can follow me on YouTube. It's Miss Sugar, just MS, and then SUGA. Look for the black and white picture with the afro. That's small. I'm on Instagram, Miss Sugar. That's MS_SUGA__. My friends have forced me on the TikTok, so now I'm on the TikTok. It's Miss Sugar. I think it's Miss Sugar _, and I'm on the Bigo. I just started this Bigo situation as Miss Sugar, and you can find me on there.
Real quick to you guys, please text 202-949-6719. I want you guys to get these unlimited texts that I sent out to everyone. I don't respond. Don't like, you just send your name or whatever, but sometimes you might say good show, and it's great too, and I would acknowledge it as well. But I just use that for the show to get it off. Also, please, if you have not hit the like button after the show is done, I cannot stress, please leave comments at the end of the show as well.
Yes.
Also, another thing is, please, if you guys can, I'm always going to say this, man, if you enjoy the show, you enjoy the podcast on Sunday. Oh, Naldo will be here Friday night. I didn't do it last week because of the show. I will be doing it just special for the ladies. I have a character that has love stories that he tells, and he was created during the pandemic. He will be here this Friday late night. I will give you guys a time. Also, please, if you can, take the link, the YouTube link, and just text it to a friend and say, hey, do me a favor, subscribe. When he goes live, watch it. If you don't like it, unsubscribe. If you like it, stay to the show. Make sure you guys support Miss Sugar. Like I said, she has a dope platform. She does a lot of karaoke and a lot of mukbangs and a lot of stuff that she does on her page. Make sure you guys show her love. This has been the Curious Red Flag versus the World Morning Show. I appreciate you guys. I love y'all. Y'all
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you so much, Miss Sugar.
Thank you.
Appreciate Miss Sugar for jumping in. Like I said, make sure you guys share the live. Carmelita Strong, thank you so much for this Masters of the Universe He-Man toy. I cannot share with you just how much I am appreciative of this toy that you sent me. I will keep it in the plastic. Man, that means a lot. Make sure you tell your friends about the show. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Sunday, I hope you guys enjoyed Sunday's podcast on how to wash your ass too. I did a wash your ass tutorial for everybody, man. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, because there's celebrities out here that don't know how to wash their asshole. and I want to make sure I stop the trend. Yes, it's a great show. I've been in and out of Zooming since early this morning. You guys kept me. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. No, Carmelita, thank you again. I'm always gonna say thank you. Shout out to Jeffrey for the PayPal donation, man. I really appreciate you. I might pop up during the week during the live, but there will be a Friday night Naldo show. So once again, I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Make sure I hit the like button. Peace.